What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys a VGC 2021 Series 11 tournament. I've been doing a little bit more tournament content because that's what you guys said you wanted to see when I asked. You guys said you wanted to see some serious VGC 2021, you didn't say that, Series 11 content. So I'm busting out some of my absolute favorite teams. You saw a couple days ago we used a really cool Zekrom team. That was one of my favorites. Today, we're rocking the absolutely massive Dusk Mane Necrozma, one of my absolute favorite restricteds. We're playing in a 40-player tournament today, and we're going to see if I can become the best player the world's ever seen. But before we do that, I'm going to ask you guys to answer the question today, and that is, do you guys have any pets? And if you do have any pets, what are their names? How long you had them? What kind of animals are they? And maybe let me know any special quirks they might have. Like, for example, we actually were fostering a cat. His name was Moby, and he was a three-legged cat, and we recently just got him adopted. And you know what? It feels weird not having Moby around, but I'm happy he's with a family that, you know, really, really wanted him. He's in a really good place. The person's been sending us, like, pics of him, and it's been really awesome. But we also have, we have a really small white cat. We have a bigger cat named Bodhi. And we have a really, really old Boston Terrier named Marley. Those are the pets that me and Kelly have at our place. But let me know about your pets. Let's hop right into the games and see if we can decimate some people with Dusk Mane. Here we go. Alright, so our first game's going up against Kyogre. Alright, I mean, Torkoal's absolutely amazing here. I wonder if I'll get taunted if I want to set TR. Like, if I were to lead, like, Necrozma Torkoal, I wonder if they would just go raw taunt into my Dusk Mane. Actually, if they want to do that, I don't think that's the end of the world. Even if they want to hard cast Rain Dance, I mean, they're not taunting. And if I switch in my Clefairy in doing so, they shouldn't be able to, yeah, they shouldn't be able to kill me thanks to the Friend Guard. So these are three great Mons here. I'm probably going to be maxing the Necrozma, which means Venusaur's not going to be too hot. I kind of want to bring the NDD just to be able to have terrain control versus Coco, but I do think Hatterene as a Sashmon and a secondary Trick Room setter, especially against something like Urshifu in the back and Coco Lecky, like you can trade pretty effectively with those, is going to be nice. It's going to be pretty nice, I think. Ah, man, it just hurts not bringing Venusaur to this matchup, I think. You know, I have to bring Venusaur. As much as I don't want to, I kind of have to bring Venusaur. The Vested Venusaur just plays completely different than other sets, and it can be good versus Ogre. And there's literally a Coco and a Lecky. Like, I have to bring Venusaur. Which means we cannot lose our Dusk Mane, otherwise the game is over. Just throwing that out there, because it's our only Trick Room set. We're playing super hard Dusk Mane Necrozma Trick Room. I like this team. I've liked this team for a while. It's one of my absolute favorites. It's pretty safe versus a lot of stuff. It's not super flashy, but you know what? It's a team that gets the job done. I've used it before over various formats and stuff like that. So Lecky Coco. So again, Coco can totally taunt me here. There's absolutely no problem with Coco taunting here. I think they're going to go after the Torkoal slot. Because I'm wondering why they would lead this. I wonder if one's going to, like, I wonder if, like, the Lecky's going to Volt Switch, which would enable the Coco to go for, like, a Thunder. If they Volt Switched out the Lecky bringing Kyogre set in the rain. That'd be really, really cool. This also does allow the Regieleki to go for Rising Voltage. So this is a little bit dicey here. I am just going to go for the absolutely massive TR and switch in my Clefairy to give myself a Friend Guard right now. Part of me is really kicking myself in the butt for not just leading Venusaur instead, because I got to switch out Dusk Mane for Torkoal and just pop something in the mouth. But, you know, that's the cool thing about this team. There's so many different leads you can realistically do. I don't know if I die to, like, a Lecky Voltage with a Friend Guard boost. This is a bulky boy Dusk Mane, and the sun is still technically up. Next turn I can just go Follow Me, Morning Sun, all the way back up to full, Dynamax the turn after that, and then be in a really, really good spot. So there's the Voltage. Now, if they have the taunt, like, we're sad. But look at this. We Dummy Thick. Dummy Thick Wild Charge. Yo, I'm surprised they targeted it that way. They were gonna physical attack a Torkoal and special attack a Dusk Mane slot. Not the most optimal thing I've ever seen. Now this is a really, really weird looking turn. Do you know how badly I want to click Earthquake right now? Quite badly. Let's actually think about this. I think I might just Morning Sun, because I think they're gonna protect. I'm gonna Morning Sun here. Because it'll full heal me, and I think I might just raw protect with Clefairy, and then next turn I'll policy proc, because like they're probably just protecting anyways. Yeah, it's a good play. If they switch in Ogre, they're just a beast. Dusk Mane kind of struggles versus Ogre, and that's why we need to, you know, save our Torkoal to be able to be resent out to regain the sun. Venusaur's again also good versus Ogre. I wonder what the last mon is other than Ogre. It's these two plus Ogre. and something. Let's see, though. They're thinking about it. All right, there's my protect. Remember, Clefairy is the slowest thing, so it's a protect will go first. Any protects? We have any protectors in chat? Whoa, no protect. Are you actually that real? So it must be like some sort of choice set. Okay. Is it double choice items? Cruise control, we're cool right now. Yeah, he's taking a lot of recoil there. At that one, all right, did they double? Oh my god, they just doubled into me, bro. Oh my gosh, 1 HP right now. What even is that? All right, we can redirect to the Coco. I actually just have to go for Earthquake here. Earthquake, and I mean, I can get the Life Dew off first, but like this is still a really, really bad spot to be in. I might not lose my Clefairy if I Life Dew. Can't believe they did that. That was so crazy. That was like actually, if you have Protect, which of course you do on the Coco, like why wouldn't you just Protect to start waiting out my Trick Room turns? That's so nutty. Hey, but you know what? Shoot shot. Make correct plays. Punish me for, you know, trying to recover some health. Like I said, I have used this team before. It's not uncommon for people to go, or I've seen the videos that have a lot of views. There's the withdraw. Urshi, cool. I'll break Sash on Urshi. That's great. Urshi Dark. All right. So Life Dew up. I don't know if I can kill Lucky here because we don't have our policy proc yet. But like Life Dew is gonna be pretty nice. Getting in my Necrozma back some health. Just a little bit of health. Just a little bit. Makes so I don't die of a Mystical Fire. Going for the big EQ here. I didn't want to waste the max. Yeah, if you're Sash Lucky, like you're Sash Lucky. I wonder who they're gonna go after. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna send out. Ooh, Electro Whip. I don't know if I die. Yo, 1 HP Clefairy. Oh my gosh, like we are actually just out here being villains right now. Absolutely massive villains. I'm gonna Morning Sun. And I'm actually just going to go for a Mystical Fire into this Lucky slot. Oh my gosh, we're such a villain. You ever seen someone as villainous as me right now? I haven't. Oh my gosh. The truth is, we are out here. Yeah, Venusaur's great versus these guys. It's last mon's Ogre. So that's really cool. Like, we can come and set up a Vine Lash. Coco's almost gone. It probably does have Brave Bird, but like, Kyogre's not that hot here. Regileague's going to protect. Yo, I protect too. I would definitely protect too. Look at this absolutely massive Morning Sun. Sucker Punch into the Clefairy. Bro, they Sucker Punched Clefairy! Yo, what an absolute villain out here. What a villain. How did they know? Like, chat, how do they know? I'll take like a full heal though. Like, yo, 75%. The power of the sun. Taste the power of the sun. Yeah, I like the Venusaur here. We do need to max the Venusaur though. My Venusaur still should underspeed that Lucky, as weird as that sounds. Sunsteel Strike probably does KO there. See, I don't know if I really want to max this turn. This is the last turn Trick Room, right? Yeah, last turn TR. So I know that I want to go after... Yeah, I'm actually just going to Morning Sun again, so I can be a full. Sorry. And I'm just going to max Vine Lash. This Urshi slot. I outspeed Urshi because there's Chlorophyll, but I underspeed the Lecky, and so I'm just going to full heal, soak some damage, get my Vine Lash up. And I think that's probably the right play. I could have obviously sent out Torkoal. It would have just Beta Protects. If that Urshi just protects, it's no big deal. Because I'll still get my Vine Lash up, which is like the... That's the important thing here, is getting up the Vine Lash. And then when they send out the Ogre, I'll hard switch back in my Torkoal and just pop it in the mouth. Sucker Punch? Not today. I wasn't needing that one in the face. Morning Sun and done. I've had 2 Pokemon live at 1 HP this game. That's ridiculous. Shoutouts to EV training, guys. And so like I said, we should be underspeeding this Lucky, just throwing that out there. Yeah. So we could have hit the Lucky slot if we wanted to, but like, I'll take a KO on the Urshi. I'll soak, you know, like a Rising Voltage or something on the Lucky, and then I'll be fine. Like, Vine Lash dot's pretty big. Electro, cool. Yeah, that totally works. I should still be outspeeding Ogre even at -1 on my Venusaur in the sun. So I'll just switch in my Torkoal, start up the sun again, get a KO on something. I should still be outspeeding a lot of things. So I still think I'm going to get it. They haven't maxed yet, which is scary, but like, what do you do, max at Coco that's at half? What do you do, max at Ogre versus a Venusaur? I don't think that's it, Chief. I don't think that's the way. We'll see. Dusk Mane still Dusk Mane's still pretty healthy too, so it's kind of nice. What do you got? Coco, and like I'm assuming it's Ogre. If it's not Ogre, it might be actually Metagross. Okay, that's worse. That's gonna max for sure. I mean, Torkoal's great for stat. I guess I do need to just TR then. So I'll just Trick Room with my Dusk Mane and just try to go after the Coco. Yeah, Trick Room's up. There's really no reason to Quake here, but we know that there's, see, like, I don't want to get, yeah, Ally Switch would be fine here. I was thinking about, like, Ally Switch Metagross, like, max Coco or something, but that's fine. They're probably maxing the Metagross, and then Torkoal can just come in and win the game. They shouldn't be able to just break my Dusk Mane in half with this. Just throwing that out there. Even if you want to go for, like, a max Quake into that slot, and, like, yeah, if you throw a max Quake and, like, a Wild Charge in that slot, I still don't even think you take out my Dusk Mane, because we're really thick. You'll see though. Brave Bird, good, go for it. You could totally kill my Venusaur. Like, I literally just want my Trick Room. Like, I just want Trick Room. Like, yo, you almost just got dumpstered right there. You did just get dumpstered. So we're actually gonna policy proc him here with this Max Quake. It's not bad, I'll take it. Yeah, he's gonna Max Quake somebody. If you kill my Dusk Mane, we might be sad, but I don't think you kill me. Yo, Trick Room's up, which means Torkoal is enabled, which means we're gonna be in a good spot. Yo, let's go Dusk Mane. Let's go Dusk Mane. Can't risk switching the Torkoal, and we just have to let him kill things. So, like, that's totally fine. Boom. Holy moly, look at that damage. That's a massive Quake over there. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna, oh yeah, that was a crit. Yo! Yo, shoutouts to good play. Alright. Because that crit right through their Spadef boost. I was like, whoa, that's a lot. Yo, Venusaur busted, that's why. So we both got policies up. I think I'm just gonna go with, like, a Max Quake again. And no real reason to Morning Sun here anymore. You might as well just like try and get a KO with like literally anything. So like I will be Earthquaking my own Venusaur. If they want a Max Guard, that's fine. I don't really, then I'll just kill my Venusaur and open up a slot for my Torkoal to come out. So EQ from Dusk Mane, and the Dusk Mane probably might underspeed that Metagross now because the Electro Web that Dusk Mane took. So we should be in a good spot. Thanks to the Electro Web fam. And the policy proc. Wow, what a crazy first game. You know, in the tournament we played a few days ago, I lost the first game. This one, I did not lose the first game. So we definitely be taking those. But this person's thinking about it. I wonder why they didn't bring the Ogre. I still think you should be bringing Ogre. And because you have like so many mons that can get like U-turn and Volt Switch like Regieleki and Coco, you can constantly bring that Ogre out and just always switch it out. And switch it back in and just be a massive bully. Because, like, I literally brought this thing just to fight. Oh, my Venusaur didn't even die. Lamau. Yeah, I literally brought Venusaur just to, like, check Ogre. And, of course, Venusaur is what ended up winning me the game thanks to Fine Lash because it's literally broken. But, you know, I respected your Ogre. I did. Zacian with T-Tar Excadrill. Man, it's been a while since we've seen T-Tar Excadrill. I gotta watch out for Taunt on T-Tar, but other than that, I think Necrozma is just an absolutely great mon. I think one of the cool things about Necrozma is like how good of a job it does at breaking Zacian. It doesn't like break Zacian, but like Behemoth Blade not very effective, Close Combat, Sacred Sword neutral, Playoff not very effective. It's just super good for Zacian. It's one of the reasons I like it so much. Do we just want to lead Clefairy? I don't really have a problem leading Clefairy here. I could also technically lead, like we were talking about it in the last game. I could lead like Necrozma Venusaur, and if they lead with their Sand Setter, I can just switch up my Necrozma for Torkoal and just one-shot something with a Vine Lash. It's a super cool way to play. Or like if they lead like Zacian, I just switch it for Torkoal immediately. I think I'm probably just going to play more towards TR. And I do still like having the Venusaur here. Venusaur is great versus Togekiss. The Vine Lash dot is super important. I don't really need Hatterene versus like Rotom and Zacian, and I'm probably going to max something else. So I think I should be okay just playing like this. I think the only thing that we would really be afraid of is like flinches from like Excadrill T-Tar / like taunts, and that's one of the reasons why we're leading Clefairy. One of my favorite things to do with this team is lead Dusk Mane Clefairy, and a lot of people just nuke into the Clefairy because they think they have to get off the board because, you know, Friend Guard's such a good ability giving your teammates that big defense and special defense boost. Yeah, we just protect Clefairy turn 1 and go TR. We were literally just using Clefairy, using Protect and things like that to just elongate the amount of time that Clefairy's actually on the board. So, Clefairy big busted, and I think we should be all right. And if we can get up the, TR, I think we're gonna be in a great spot. Yeah, T-Tar Excadrill. So like double Rock Slides, very not great. But again, I do think just the Protect Clefairy, to be able to especially block a Steel Spike would be nice. And if they want to go for like a Dark Attack into my Dusk Mane, like we would definitely be taking those. Because it would give us a free policy proc. And we can just go for like a Life Dew next turn. So yeah, Trick Room's up. And again, I don't know if that extra is going to be sashed. If it's maxing, it's probably not going to be sashed though. And again, I'd probably max the Excadrill in this exact situation. I think Excadrills are pretty common max mon. No max. So probably just going for a raw Iron Head then. Rock Slide. So they're going for Flinchtown. Flinchtown population, our opponent right now. Missing on Necrozma. The double Rock Slide. Cruise control for cool right now. Yo, we've all been there. We've all been there. Double Rock Slide turn 1. And it works. Talk about absolutely never, ever lucky. Never, ever, 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 ever lucky. I really don't want to eat this Iron Head. I can't just eat a Max Quake, though. That's dumb. Dumbo. Double Rock Slide. Not bad. That's frustrating. Yeah, we're just going to have to lose Clefairy here. I wonder if they're going to do it again, because if they do it again, they're just wasting out their own sand turns. Yeah, that's fine with me. I have no problem with that. Next turn I can go for Protect with Clefairy. That works. And you're orbed. Cool. That means I can just kill you when I feel like it. I can kill you with a Max Quake. Oof. There we go. He's like, what? I can't believe you actually got your Trick Room off. I used all my Rock Slides. Alright, let's think about this. Is it better to... I think it is good to policy proc this turn. Who's more... I think the Excadrill is more of a threat than the T-Tar is. But the thing is, like, if I kill the T-Tar, I get a defense boost off that. I don't think I underspeed the T-Tar, though. That's fine. Max there. We have to policy proc. I don't really want to, but we have to. If he protects T-Tar here, he's good. Because you get a free weakness policy proc out of it. Like, protect T-Tar, Iron Head, my Clefairy would be a good play. It would allow me to be able to send out my Torkoal, which would be good for me as well, but still, it would be a good play. Because it would give you a free policy proc, and you'd pick up a KO on my Friend Guardmon. And let's see. They're maxing, so they should be... That's the maxing T-Tar, which is probably going to be okay. I wonder who they're hitting. I wonder what they're hitting. If they're hitting the Clefairy with, like, a Steel Spike, they'll get a defense boost, make it so they don't die. If they're just max guarding, that's fine. If they're hitting my Dusk Mane, it means I didn't have to use, you know, Mystical Fire. But I think +2, we might be able to grind him out, as weird as that sounds. Or at the very least, like, get into a situation where, like, Torkoal can come in and do, like, the extra 30%. So let's go. One of us is a restricted Pokemon. It's me. I'm restricted. I'm a Dusk Mane Necrozma. I'm a big guy. And let's see if Mystical Fire. Policy proc. You guys remember when I made this team originally, I had Fire Punch there? I had to, like, risk burning myself every time. Oh, man. Feels bad, man. Yeah, let's go. So you can totally go for an attack. Max Darkness, yeah, so they're going into that slot anyway, so I could have just used Life Dew. But look how much damage they don't really do to us. Look how much damage they do not do. And they're getting a Spadef drop, and that shouldn't matter too much. Their team is very physical. But we're just going to send out Torkoal here. I love a KO, but I don't know if I'll get it. Cool. That's their max down. That's their max down. And again, they can totally take out the Clefairy. That just allows me to bring out Torkoal correctly. And just position myself in a good way. I wonder if they're going to high horsepower double into the Dusk Mane. Another thing is, like, a lot of people, when they want to nuke the Dusk Mane like this guy's trying to do, Friend Guard is really, really big. Like, it's not the sauce. Clefairy does go down. Is that a crit? He is orbed. Yeah, he did crit too. I was going to say, if he didn't crit, I would have been able to start Life Doing back up my Dusk Mane, which would have been amazing. But I will actually just take rigging this Torkoal. I think Torkoal is absolutely amazing. And it makes it so you can't play the... You can't sneak any moves in on Torkoal, especially without Max. Like, I can just... Like, I don't care if you have a Rotom Heat. Like, I don't care about it. It's gonna die. I can Stun Seal Strike and Eruption that thing. This also sets my Sun for at 2 turns at the end of Dynamax. I'm going to have a big Morning Sun potential, and you don't have any more T-Tar, buddy. So Steel Spike at +2 plus like Eruption should probably actually KO that Rotom. If you want to protect, that's fine. Double protect's absolutely no problem here. Protect Exegol, go for it. And that means Rotom's not protecting, probably, because Exegol would be faster. So they're just gonna try and eat it. They might, I don't know, might have citrus or something. This should do about 45%. Maybe more would be less. Oh, just a lot more. Is that a crit? Are we big? Oh, mash, we're big. But you can see that does 1.5. It should have done about 45 to 50%. All right, yeah, we would be taking these. That's +2 defense. Man, Dusk Mane is just so freaking cool. It's just a cool Pokemon. Like, I remember back in the day. So the reason I like Dusk Mane, there used to be a player, I think his name was Giovanni Costa. He used to be the guy that used Eevee with like extreme Evo boost. And I fought him a couple times on ladder. He was using a Dusk Mane Beanie team. And I just remember thinking like, wow, there's like that level of like good player. And he just made Dusk Mane seem like such a cool Pokemon to use and make work. He used it as like a bulky Trick Room, so he played it more like a Cresselia, kind of like how we're playing it. We have like Trick Room, Morning Sun, and just a general bulky guy. That's how he played it as well. And I just generally think that, like, you know, the way I play Dusk Mane really goes back to how he used to play. I was definitely influenced by his playstyle with it, and by him handing me some L's. But we're going to win this one. We got this one. You can protect all you want. Double protect Excadrill? No. Not even today. Not today, Excadrill. Dusk Mane, Destruction. And we got the Torkoal in this team. Like, this team cooks. I mean, this team is really, really good. And it was the right play to go after the T-Tar there. Just because T-Tar was like the only thing that really stood in Torkoal's way, in my opinion. Quake goes through. That's why we targeted the Zacian slot. Big deeps. I can Morning Sun if I feel like it. But yeah, I think Dusk Mane's like a good anti-meta pick. The way to beat Dusk Mane, it's not unbeatable. It's just that you need to use like Intimidates and things like that. And, you know, if you want to go like big Intimidate mons, we just use different mons. You know, I don't have to use Dusk Mane to fight your Insins and stuff like that. And again, Insins don't even want to switch in on this Torkoal. This is the last turn TR. Yo, do you have the absolutely massive double? Do you have the double protect? Are you even gonna go for it? Because I'm gonna use Morning Sun if you do. Oh, I just take those wins. We do be taking those wins. Dusk Mane undefeated in a Series 11 tournament. You'll love to see it. Dialga versus Dusk Mane, the El Clasico. Other than like Bulldoze Rilla, they don't really have any ways to self-policy proc Dialga, so it might be like Orb Dialga. But I do think that like Necrozma can be a great lead here. Obviously it's weak to like a couple things. I'm not too afraid of Suicune. We talked about how Landorus could be a little bit of a problem for it, so we're going to want to get our Trick Room up and then bring out our Torkoal as soon as possible. I could also totally go Hat here. I could totally go Indeedee Hat. This is a Trick Indeedee if I want to use it. It has Trick and Eject button, and I just haven't had a chance to use it yet. Screens are a little bit problematic. I don't really see a problem with like this. With Clefairy, well maybe I want to go with the Indeedee. I actually like that a lot. So like we go like this. This is a little bit hard to use because it puts a lot of pressure on both Dusk Mane and Torkoal. But it can set it for a really, really sick turn 2. Yeah, I can set it for a really, really sick turn 2 play. Maybe I don't need the Clefairy then. And maybe just bring Venusaur instead, because Venusaur is still really good. It's good versus Rilla. It's good versus Land if they're not max. It's good versus Dialga. I'm going to bring the Venusaur. Clefairy's cool, but we really only need Clefairy for like the first turn of the game, in my opinion. I imagine they're going to policy proc me somehow just because that's what they're going to do. And again, it's all up to Torkoal to basically win this one. I think normally Clefairy is like an absolutely amazing pick, and Clefairy could still be really, really good here, especially against Dialga. It forces Dialga to go for like Steel Spikes. You can protect against those or Hard Switch, but I think we're gonna be alright. And if you want to like lead with Rilla and go for like Fake Outs, that should be fine. I'll go for a Trick play, and we'll just see what happens from there. Dialga Grim, cool. So this is really, really good. I have my terrain up, and so you can totally set your screens. Like no one's saying you can't set your screens cheap, but what I am saying is that I feel bad for you, son, because I'm gonna eject button trick your Dialga, and you're just gonna be a sad guy. He's gonna go light screen, and like what's he gonna do, max? Park my policy? I'd love that. Actually, I can't trick him because I set my own terrain. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. Actually, it's not prior. Sorry, yeah, I can. For some reason, I was like, trick has to be priority move. It's not priority. It's just I'm faster. Let's go. Trick the Dialga. He can't trick me because I have a terrain up, but I can trick him. I can even trick the Grim. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I can trick that one. I'm feeling myself too much. I gotta chill. I'm undefeated. I gotta chill. I gotta stop thinking outside the box. I gotta start thinking a little bit more in the box. I mean, anytime you're using trick, eject button, Indeedee, I think you've forsaken anything that is known as a box. You're working with like trapezoids and rhombuses. Gotta think inside the rhombus. Nice light screen, like I said though. I wonder if they're gonna go for like a trick room of my trick room. That's fine with me. I'll just expanding force. Yo, let's go. What item am I taking? What do you got? Eject button. Life orb. I called that in the team preview. Trick room, trick room. Cool. Next turn I can just get you out of here, chief. I have a life orb now. I'm strong. I'm confident. Dude, this is fine. I have absolutely no problem just absolutely chilling here. I'm actually just gonna start Sunsteel striking the Grim and let him trick room again if he wants. And I kind of want to just proc or protect because like that Dialga, I can kill it when I can get rid of it whenever I feel like. So he can't really max it. And he can hard switch it. That's fine, but he can't max it anymore. Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with protecting here. What's he gonna do? Foul play? Okay, proc my policy. We take those. What's he gonna do? Earth power? Proc my policy. Win the game. We take those. Wait, you trick room for me? Appreciate, chief. Let's see. He just can't. He's like, I want to max my Dialga, and I'm like, no. That's right. You're withdrawing Grim. Lando? Vrilla. Cool. No more terrain for Indy. I got Life Orb. Wait, are you maxing Dialga here? That'd be so crazy if you're actually maxing it this turn. Because I can just hit you next turn. Okay, good. I was like, don't do it. All right, so the fact that there's these two plus like Grim means the last mon in the back has to be, thank you for the policy proc. It has to be something that, how would I put this? Can max, because the Dialga can't max anymore. Let's go. Yeet, Rilla, delete. And we take those. Let's go. Goodbye. Do I even need Trick Room here? Thanks for the Grassy trade, man. Really helps out. I can just follow me Trick Room if I feel like it. I really am gonna respect the Grims. Okay, it's Lando. So that's the max option. For sure, 7 Landos ago. Alright, I need to trick and get my eject button max so I can trick the Lando. Alright, I think we just follow me and Trick Room. But I think they're going to Trick Room their Trick Room. And then I would just lose me my entity. Because if I get Torkoal up here, the game's over. That's how I'm looking at it. Let's try it. Yes, Trick Room's up. Trick Room is up! I like it. Ooh, they're not maxing. Okay, go for it. Hey, you don't have to max. No one's making you max. That's not the play, though, I don't think. I do not think that's the play. You get SD till the cows come home, my guy. But, like, you needed to get that max out to get that initial Spadef boost to make it so you don't just get melted off by Torkoal. Alright, it's time to max. He's gonna get a Reflect up. I want to get the Landorus off the board. I probably should care about this Grim more. But I'm not. I should care about this Grim more, but I'm not. Because, like, I don't want to KO the Grim. Because I could KO the Grim this turn, but then you bring it to Dialga and just max it. And then the eject button wouldn't work. So, like, I want to get the land off the board, because if I get the land off the board, he doesn't really have anything that can beat Dusk Mane. He wants to try and trick here. Well, he can have a life. So let's see what he goes for. He better be maxing his Lando here. Good job. And so we're going to be able to get our damage in, our +1 damage in, before he can start getting his boosts up. So it's nice. Man, I should have just hit him. I could have just one-shotted him last turn, I think. Even at +1, if I were just to max someone for a Steel Spike, I think he just killed it. But the game would be different. He'd be able to send the Dialga out and, again, not have to worry. Oh, let's go. There's the follow me. You got that eject button trick, buddy? Trick! Reflect. That's fine. That's a correct play. So we're going to try and wait out these screens. I'm assuming it's actually light clay, just to be completely honest. But, because it didn't have any way to, like, go eject button and then, like an Aqua Jet to finish it off. That's still a lot of damage, and it gives me a defense boost. That's the numero uno important thing here, is I get defense boosts off this. So let's see how much damage. He should be able to still KO the Entity, and then just bring out Torkoal and I win. Yeah, great. Massive. Great stuff. I think Torkoal plus Dusk Mane should be able to take it out. There is still a light screen up, but like I think Torkoal's gonna be like 40 or 50%. We don't know if he's vested. He's not vested. He can't be vested because he has the he's Swords Danced. Oh, we still have a Venusaur back here too. That's great. So this Trick Room's gonna wear off in a couple turns, and then we choose Venusaur, unlock ourselves in like Earth Power versus Dialga. All right. Yeah, we're feeling it. We're feeling it. Make sure Trick Room 3. Choose grassy terrain. Alright, reflect 4 to 5. Oh, is the light screen gone? Alright, so they actually might be a trick set. They're just going to re-light screen, but I think that's still fine. Because if they're re-light screening, they're not doing anything dicey. They're not doing anything cheeky if they're re-light screening. I think this is going to be it. The max I gave him a Spadef boost. Maybe the Torkoal won't be enough. Maybe this won't be enough. Thunder Wave! They're going for RNG! They're putting all the... Wait, they're just going to let themselves eat this big eruption, though. Bro, you can't just eat the eruption. Yeah, I crit anyways, but like, you can't just eat the eruption like that. My guy, you cannot just think. You cannot sleep and disrespect my boy Torkoal. You can't do it. Not in my house. All right. Yeet, delete, repeat. We be taking those. Love this team. For those of you guys that like this team, I'll put it up on Patreon. A couple days probably after the ladder goes live. I'll get it up. Actually, I'm saying a couple days, but I'm recording this a couple days. So maybe by the time the ladder goes up, this team will already be on Patreon. There you go. It'll probably already be, yeah, this video is probably going to go up on like the second or the third. Team should be up on Patreon by then. I mean, it's obviously working. It's obviously working. Last turn TR. 2 turns TR. Yo, you lose. You know what they say, snooze, you lose. Can't activate your eject button, but we do be taking those. We do be taking those wins. Eruption. Almost. And a Quake. Yo. No Paris today. Dusk Mane. Dusk Mane is just so freaking good, man. And we use Trick NDD. You don't see that often. Or ever. Actually, I've only ever used that like once. But we take those. Let's go see what rank I am in the tournament right now. Am I the undefeated numero uno #1 after only 3 games? Let's go find out. Alright, online competitions. Here we go. What rank are we? We're currently #2. I guess we'll have to play one more game, right? I guess we'll have to play one more game. Play one more game next time. Be sure to subscribe so you guys can see the notifications and see if we can actually manage to be THATSAplusONE in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to answer the question of the day. Let me know, if you guys have any pets, what their names are, how long you had them, any of their specific quirks, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.